Hello YouTube, this is Josh from the Pantek brothers, and once again I am back with Motorsport Manager, and I'm going to continue on with my career here. Just want to give you a little update as far as what I've done so far. I continue to do some more races, and I actually finished out my first season. I ended up meeting my season objective and coming in 9th or above in the team standing. Not too difficult when there's only 10 teams, but nonetheless. So after the first season, you are basically given money based on whether or not you hit your target in the team championship standings. And then you are basically prompted with a series of options to work on developing your new car for the new season. Now, I obviously went with a team ZRT Autosport that doesn't have a huge budget, but I ended up with the money that you give you for the new season for the car and my winnings from the previous season accomplishing the standings in the team championship. I had about $11 million. So actually it was more than that, it was 19 million. But you're given a series of options that you can go in and basically pick different sections of the car to design it for the upcoming season. So you pick a fuel manufacturer, a parts manufacturer for materials, and several other options that you go through. There's about 3 choices for each category, and they all affect these different areas here: tire wear, tire heating, fuel efficiency, and provability. And so with the choices I made, I ended up with that, and I spent about 11 million of that 19, and that is still about what I ended up with. So there's also some options that are currently locked because we are not in the higher tiered World Championship, or the F1 class versus like GP3. And so some of those give you access to some more tweaking for the front and rear of the car. And then you get to design, let's see if I can do it. See, you can change your car livery. I don't really want to do that. I kind of like the one that I created. And then you go back into the normal grind, so to speak, of developing new parts and racing and so on and so forth. And so I'm on my 3rd race now. I had a driver change. I scouted this driver, Lorenzo Mori. He was already at 3 stars with the potential for that, looks like almost 4 or half a star more, compared to Dembele, which only had 2.5, I believe. And so I picked him up, offered him a contract, and he accepted. And then I've been busy scouting some new drivers to replace this reserve driver. She came in as a rolling contract because I did not basically renew Dembele's contract after it expired, so she left. And so they brought on this person automatically as a reserve driver. And so I need to replace her. She's only got 1 star. And so with my scouting, these are the ones I've done so far. Obviously, some of these, my objective when I've done it is I have been scouting all of the basically undrafted, I guess, or unhired drivers. So if they do not have a team already, I am scouting them just for future prospects. I thought maybe they could find a, kind of a diamond in the rough. It appears that I am have all but one. Yeah, Christian West. Yeah, it's the last one I have to scout, and I've scouted all of the unhired drivers. And so some of these top, four here, were last season unhired, and this is one that I was considering is a bit more expensive than what I'm currently paying for even my top driver, but it's got a lot of potential. But so do these two down here, and these are the two that I'm really interested in. G. Viagas, or Vegas, and she is a dual master, doing really well for one-on-one car battles and security guard. I'm not really sure what that is. Feel more secure when Chuck is here. Maybe some kind of a joke from the development team. Don't know. But that'll fall off. It's only a temporary trait. But she's got a lot of potential. Even though she's only 2 stars, she has potential for 4.5. So let me take a look at the other driver that I had favorited. Arcosta Silva. So again, only 2 stars, but a potential for 4.5. This is obviously definitely some areas that need to be improved, but caught speeding, only a temporary trait. Otherwise, there are no other driver traits. So overall, not a whole lot has changed. I have the one big thing I did finally do is I spent the big chunk of my money after developing the car on upgrading my HQ. So now I have this project going that will unlock several other buildings that I can build, as well as give me the ability to upgrade some other parts, develop them further. So that is exciting. I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, my team has not changed, and there's my driver standings, 17th and 18th. So not terrible, but not great either. Still in 9th place, but that was kind of the goal that my manager gave me, or chairman. So it's kind of just on to the normal, rinse, wash, and repeat with developing new parts, fitting parts, racing, winning, hopefully. The one thing I've noticed that it's almost nearly impossible starting a new season. If you look at the parts that you're given, they all basically start off again with about 45 to 55% reliability. So I was really hoping the parts that I had developed in the prior season would at least transfer over. They could be used, but they don't. So it looks like you're going to basically fight from the very bottom again all over through the entire season. It wasn't until the end of the season in the last couple of races where I was able to consecutively finish, closer to the top 10 because of the reliability in parts. I was constantly having to pit and spend extra time in losing positions to fix parts that were breaking down. And so I don't see how you're ever going to really get out of that hole unless you play for seasons and seasons and seasons before you have any type of money to begin with, to have more buildings and people, staff to improve parts. Because obviously you only being able to do 2 at a time and only have one person working on that and splitting it 50-50 between the reliability and performance, it takes forever to get anything done. And so unless you start off with a team that has a huge budget, I don't see how you could get anywhere anytime soon. So this is obviously going to be a long time sink in order to be able to vastly improve my team, which I guess in the long run will be much more satisfying. Let's go ahead and continue here. So he's angry. He's always angry. I don't know why. I think it's kind of dumb in certain aspects. So let's find the reason why he's angry. I think it's this one, the gearbox. So despite him having a gearbox that could potentially have better reliability and has a better, I guess, improvability, he's angry because Mori has an 84 stat instead of 81. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't know. Nope, that had nothing to do with it, but I'll leave it just for that. The other one must be... yeah, I don't know. What's the deal? Why is he angry? My car should be better performing than the Ronzo's. Well, yeah, it is. He's got better reliability. That's what it comes down to. But I just switched it. Angry. Ah. Yes. So, he's angry because his part has a better stat of 84. But if I switch it and give him the one of 84, he's angry because this one has technically 100% reliability, even though the red zone's about 50% through. So he's only satisfied when I drop Lorenzo down to a part that has lower than him. It's nuts. That seems silly to me. But tough. You're just gonna have to be angry. So let's do a practice here and see what we can learn from this track. So I'm guessing, to save myself some guesswork, ideally you probably want to start writing down your setups for the condition, tires, and temperature of the specific tracks, so you can remember what they were, so you're not wasting valuable time on the track resetting them up. So this has obviously got a lot of straights. There's only really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corners with lots of straights. So I'm definitely going to go with a higher gear ratio. I'm going to give them lower the rear and front wing angles a little bit, and I am going to soften up the suspension a little bit, and intermediates will work. And then for you, I'm going to drop the wing angle 2 degrees. Like so. And I'm going to give you the slightly more balanced, closer to acceleration, and I'm going to give you slightly softer as well, and intermediates. And we will take the practice, and we will see how that goes and see what kind of feedback they give me for this. I'll send you out. I'm not going to change anything. Send you out. Speed it up a little bit. Alright. So they are off. Let's see how they do. I'm almost wondering if I should have gone with maybe wet instead of intermediates, but we'll leave it for now. We can always change them next time they come in. They've been doing pretty good as far as giving me feedback. I was able to get high. Can we have less of a balance towards top speed? wrong aero. So they are going to want more downforce, and he wants more acceleration and less top speed, which is a surprise considering the track that we're on. Seems like top speed would be something that they really want. But they are on their first flying lap now. Improve the handling. It's not offering me enough. That's really vague. So does that mean you want stiffer or softer? Not having me enough. Maybe softer? I need more downforce through the corners. Alright, Lorenzo, we can do that. And Valdez already said he needed more downforce, so we know that we got to bring it up past the 2 degrees that I dropped it. Currently sitting in 9th and 10th based off of those laps. I think we'll go ahead and bring you guys in. I've dropped down to 14th and 15th now. There's too much roll in the car. So they want more acceleration, a stiffer ride, and more downforce. Alright, so we're going to go the opposite direction. We were at 25, so we're going to put it up to 26 for you, and 16. We're going to swing this back to 50%, and we're going to put that back at 50. Actually, let's bump that up to 56 and send you out. We'll leave it on the intermediate tires. We are going to drop this back to 56. We are going to, let's do that 63, and let's put you at 65, 26 and a half, and 16 and a half, and send you back out and see what we like. They make those configuration changes, and then out you go. So we are obviously back way down in the pack, 18th and 19th place. So let's see how they like that. It's got to be a considerable improvement. I definitely adjusted all of the things that they were complaining about. But to me, having a car that's more focused on acceleration would be good for a tighter, more compact circuit, and this just seems like that's the opposite to me, with those long straightaways and sweeping corners. So the aero is much better. So that was from Lorenzo. He's like that. So I only switched his up 1 degree. Too aggressive with the wing angle for Valdez, so that half a degree apparently makes a big difference. So he's going to want that backed off a little bit and drop that back half a degree. So the stiffer suspension is much better for Mori. I haven't heard anything on the stiffness or the handling from Valdez yet. Only got 2 more minutes here in the practice, so hopefully he gives me something soon. The setup has definitely helped. Handling is much better. There we go. So we're back up into 10th and 11th, respectively. Much better. So the setups have definitely helped. We could bring him in, I think. Speed balance is right on the money, so excellent. So let's see if I can't get Valdez out one more time by dropping this angle a little bit here and there. And he says it's just okay. Let's drop it back to 25 and see what he says. I don't think we'll be able to get a whole lap in, but let's see if he'll give us any kind of feedback. So Maury seems to be pretty happy with his. He'll be coming in. Good, we got high setup knowledge. That's good. I probably should have changed the tires out now that the... Alright, so Maury's letting us know the gear ratios are good. Valdez didn't get a chance to get up to speed. So downforce is excellent, handling is good. The tweaks to downforce were good, so he likes that. Excellent. So we have a good basis for our next race, and that at least gets us somewhere. So I am going to pause it there, guys. I am going to do this race off camera, and I'll come back, probably do a couple actually. So let's take a look. Oh, excellent. So we got excellence for handling and speed balance, and downforce was great. Awesome. So he should be in a good position to do well in this race. So I hope you guys enjoy Motorsport Manager. I may be picking up another game on Steam sale in the next couple of days, and may play through one or two of episodes of that as well before coming back to Motorsport Manager. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd love to see those numbers jump up as we get some more popularity, continue working on this channel. I'm really enjoying doing these Let's Plays for you guys. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.